order, please all rise for our invocation to be led by the Honorable Rina Iquinho, to be followed by the singing of our national anthem, the provincial hymn, the municipal hymn, to be followed by the recitation of the Vice Mayor's Creed and the PCL Creed.
Let us bow our head and make the sign of the cross in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Almighty loving Father, as we gather today for the 21st session of the Sangguniang Bayan of Manolo Fortich, we bow our heads in gratitude for the gift of life, of service, and of this opportunity to work for the good of our community. Shield us with your love and mercy, O Lord. Cast away every form of evil that seeks to hinder our mission. Let those who wish ill upon others be overcome not by anger, but by the power of your light, so that no darkness may prevail in this hall or in our hearts. Stay with us, Lord, as we deliberate and decide on matters that affect the lives of our people. Bless us with wisdom, understanding, and humility so that our discussions and resolutions may bring fairness, justice, and progress to every family, every farmer, every worker, every youth, and every elder in Manolo Fortich. Guide our thoughts, our words, and our actions, that we may always place the welfare of our people above personal interests, and serve with honesty, compassion, and integrity. All this we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
bayan na walay kinutuban, maluko iyang kaning pangalan, Manolo Fortis sa Sugadungganan. Ang kinatas o kinaubsan, nakimbisog sa kalangguan, ang iyang halapan yung kaumahan, nagsaysay-say ang kadunahan, ngadto sa panagiusa, mga responsableng katawhan, ipatipapag ug magpatigdahit sa tibuok nga katilingban. Minahal nga Manolo Fortis, matahong namong lungsod nga gipuy-an, kanunay namong pasidunggan, ug andungon sa kahangturan. Minahal nga Manolo Fortis, matahong namong lungsod nga gipuy-an, kanunay namong pasidunggan, ug andungon sa kahangturan.
I'm the Vice Mayor. My covenant with my people is to devote myself to public service. By divine providence and by the will of the people, I am mandated to preside over the local legislature, that with integrity and statesmanship, I shall lead the local legislature to enact measures and ordinances for the common good and fulfill my people's aspiration for happiness, peace, and prosperity. May the Almighty God help me consecrate myself for the people I'm called to serve. For the PCL Creed,
I'm a Philippine councillor mandated by law to enact measures and ordinances that redound to the general welfare of my constituents in their pursuit for happiness, peace, and prosperity. I believe in public service above self as a guiding principle of my official acts. And as I thread the pathways of the local legislation, may the Almighty guide my mind and heart, that I shall be true to my constituents and the Filipino people.
thank you. Please be seated. For the roll call, Madam Secretary.
Honorable Rinaldo L. Bagayas Jr.,
Present.
Honorable Miguel D. Dimata, Honorable J.S. Albaresi, Honorable Rina Idroti Quino,
Present.
Honorable Elseber A. Dagunlay, Honorable Flora May D. Pinaso,
Present.
Honorable Joy Lavisores Cordobes, Honorable Raquel Abales Bayacag, still not around, Honorable Christy Liparto Salabe on official business, Honorable Alex Di Payanga,
Present.
Honorable Mary Jane Pigilayan, Honorable Princess C.J.B. Padin. There are 10 members present, Honorable Presiding Officer.
So 10 members present, quorum is hereby declared. For today's majority floor leader, the Honorable Rina Cunyo.
Good morning, fellow councilor. Good morning, Mr. Presiding Officer. What a wonderful morning.
Wow.
Sama sa kagwapa sa atong SB Secretary. Wow.
Sana all.
Okay, let's move on
Thank you ka.
for the approval of the order of the business. I move to approve the order of our business, Mr. Presiding Officer.
So there's a motion for the approval for the order of business for today's session. Any second?
Second.
Any comments? There being none, the motion is approved.
Next, we are now in the reading and consideration or adoption of the minutes of the 15th regular 15th regular session held last October 9, 2025. Since the copy were given to us by email, I move to dispense the minutes of the 15th regular session.
The reading,
The
there's a
reading.
motion to dispense the oral reading of the minutes of the 15th regular session held last October 9, 2025. Any second?
Second.
Comments? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
So since we don't have a visitor, Mr. Presiding
You need
Officer.
to adopt first.
Adoption. Okay, I move to adopt the oral minutes of the 15th regular session.
So there's a motion for the adoption of the and approval of the minutes of the 15th regular session held last October 9. Any second?
Second.
Any comments, corrections? There being none, the motion is approved.
So since we don't have visitors, Mr. Presiding Officer, so let's move to our first reading for the reference of our business.
First reading, item 1 is proposed ordinance of the Sangguniang Bayan entitled An Ordinance to Name Streets and Establish Street Naming Guidelines of Manolo Fortich Bukidnon, authored by the Honorable Rinaldo L. Bagayas Jr.
I move to refer this to the Committee of Laws, Rules, and Regulation.
Refer to the Committee on Laws, Rules, and Regulations.
Item 2 is proposed ordinance of the Sangguniang Bayan entitled An Ordinance Mandating the Live Streaming of the Preliminary Examination and Opening of Bids and Awards Committee of the Municipality of Manolo Fortich Bukidnon in accordance with Republic Act Number 12009 or the new Government Procurement Act of 2024, authored by the Honorable J.S. Albaresi.
I move to refer this to the Committee on Laws, Rules, and Regulations.
Refer to the Committee on Laws, Rules, and Regulations.
Item 3 is proposed resolution number 2025-378B of the Sangguniang Bayan entitled Resolution Adopting the Legislative Agenda of the 21st Sangguniang Bayan of Manolo Fortich Bukidnon for the term 2025 to 2028 by the all of the members of the 21st Sangguniang Bayan or the Committee of the Whole.
I move to transfer this as item number 1.
Transfer to item 1A.
1A.
Item 4 is proposed resolution number 2025-379B of the Sangguniang Bayan entitled Resolution Earnestly Requesting the Provincial Government of Bukidnon through the Honorable Governor Rogelio Neil P. Roque to allocate funds for and prioritize the repair, maintenance, rehabilitation, and improvement of provincial roads within the municipality of Manolo Fortich Bukidnon, authored by the Honorable Elsaber A. Dagunlay.
I move to transfer this to item 1B.
Transfer to item 1B.
Item 5 is resolution number 43 series of 2025 of Barangay Mampayag entitled A Resolution Adopting the Codified General Ordinances number 2019-1255 in Chapter 4 Cultural Communities Article A, Requisition of Pre and Prior Informed Consent in Barangay Mampayag, Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon.
Transfer this to item 1C.
Item
I
6
think we need to refer this one
Refer
first.
this to the Committee Laws, Rules, and Regulations and Committee on Indigenous Cultural Communities, Mr. Presiding
Okay,
Officer.
let's refer to the two committees.
Item 6, resolution number 44, series of 2025 of Barangay Mampayag entitled A Resolution Adopting the Codified General Ordinances number 2019-1255 in Chapter 4 Cultural Communities, Article B, Entry to Sacred Sites or Boreal Sites and Historical Sites of Indigenous Cultural Communities, Indigenous Peoples or the ICC's IPs in Barangay Mampayag, Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon.
I move to refer this to the Committee on Laws, Rules, and Regulations and Committee on Indigenous Cultural Communities.
Refer to the Committee on Laws, Rules, and Regulations and Committee on Indigenous Cultural Communities.
Item 7, resolution number 45, series of 2025 of Barangay Mampayag entitled A Resolution Adopting the Codified General Ordinances number 2019-1255 in Chapter 4 Cultural Communities, Article C, Indigenous Peoples, Leadership, and Ordainment in Barangay Mampayag, Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon.
I move to refer this to the Committee on Laws, Rules, and Regulations, Committee on Indigenous Cultural Communities.
Refer to the Committee on Laws, Rules, and Regulations and Committee on Indigenous Cultural Communities.
Item 8, Resolution Number 2025-088, Series of 2025 o Barangay Lunukan entitled, A Resolution Requesting the Honorable Sangguniang Bayan through the Municipal Vice Mayor Rinaldo L. Bagayas Jr. of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon for financial support and assistance in the conduct of the 50th araw ng Barangay Lunukan celebration on November 8 to 12, 2025 with the theme Malambuong Lunukan Garbo sa Katawhan.
I move to refer this to the Committee on Ways, Means, Committee on Barangay Affairs.
Refer to the Committee on Ways and Means and Barangay Affairs.
For the communication, item 1 is a letter coming from the Office of the Municipal Mayor dated October 7, 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings. This letter refers to the 50% counterpart sharing between the municipal local government unit and the barangay local government units of Manolo Fortich, set forth by the Local Finance Committee and subsequently adopted by the Municipal Development Council through MDC Resolution Number 2025-08 dated September 15, 2025. In line with this, the undersigned respectfully request your honorable body to pass an ordinance or resolution affirming and supporting the implementation of the said 50-50% counterpart sharing scheme for the implementation of future applicable infrastructure development projects and other priority programs. Your immediate and favorable action on this matter is highly needed. Thank you. Very truly yours, signed, Rogelio Enquinio, Municipal Mayor.
I move to refer this to the Committee on Laws, Rules, and Regulations, Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriations, Committee on Infrastructure, and Committee on Barangay Affairs.
Refer to the Committee on Laws, Rules and Regulations, Finance, Budget and Appropriation, Infrastructure and Barangay Affairs.
Item 2 is another letter of October 7, 2025, signed by the Municipal Mayor. Greetings. This letter refers to the relocation or installation of posts and or pipelines by all lifeline companies operating within the municipality of Manolo Fortich, including Buseco, MFWD, and telecommunication companies outside the road right-of-way set forth by the Local Finance Committee and subsequently adopted by the Municipal Development Council through MDC Resolution Number 2025-09 dated September 15, 2025. In line with this, the undersigned respectfully request your honorable body to take immediate and appropriate legislative action by enacting an ordinance that will strictly enforce the relocation and installation of all such structures outside the road right-of-way. This action will allow various important developmental projects within the municipality to proceed without obstruction. Your immediate and favorable action on this matter is highly needed. Thank you.
I move to refer this to the Committee on Laws, Rules, and Regulations, Committee on Infrastructure, and Committee on Public Utilities.
Refer to the Committee on Laws, Rules and Regulations, Infrastructure and Public Utilities.
The next letter is dated October 14, 2025 from the Office of the Municipal Mayor. Honorable SB members, respectfully endorsing to the Sangguniang Bayan the attached Memorandum of Agreement by and between the Department of Agriculture, Philippine Center for Post-Harvest Development and Mechanization, a government agency with principal address at CLSU Compound, Sayan City of Muñoz, Nueva Ecija, represented by its Director 4, Junicio G. Alvenja, PhD, referred to as PELMEC, and the Municipal Local Government Unit of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon, with office address at Kalanawan, Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon, represented by Mayor Rogelio Enquinio, referred to as beneficiary on the amendment to the Memorandum of Agreement through Sangguniang Bayan Resolution Number 2021-158, dated June 17, 2021, signed by then Mayor, now Vice Governor Clive D. Quino, on the latter's request to avail of farm machinery and equipment as follows: 1 unit 4-wheel tractor, 1 unit walk-behind transplanter, 2 unit rice reapers, and 3 unit rice threshers into 1 unit 4-wheel tractor, 2 unit rice reapers, and 1 unit walk-behind transplanters. The parties intend that this amendment will supersede the prior facility machinery equipment listed in the preceding MOA. Relative to this, the undersigned is respectfully requesting the august body to authorize the undersigned to enter into the said MOA, anticipating with thanks for your consideration and appropriate action on this matter. Very truly yours, signed Rogelio Inquino, Municipal Mayor.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I move to refer this to the Committee on Agriculture, Committee on Laws, Rules, and Regulations.
There's no urgent request. Okay, refer to the Committee on Agriculture and Laws, Rules, and Regulations.
Item 4 is another letter of October 14, 2025, and signed by the Municipal Mayor. Honorable ladies and gentlemen, respectfully endorsing to the Sangguniang Bayan a copy of attached Memorandum of Agreement by and between the Department of Science and Technology Regional Office 10 or the DOST Northern Mindanao, DOST Northern Mindanao, with office addressed at GB Sirenia Street, Carmen, Cagayan de Oro City, represented by its Regional Director, Engineer Romela N. Ratilla, referred to as DOST Northern Mindanao, and the Local Government Unit of Manolo Fortich, represented by Mayor Rogelio Inquino, referred to as LGU Manolo, for the implementation of the project Saray Centralized National Hub for Regional Operations, or Saray Centro, Project 2, Saray Regional Hubs in Region 10 with funding from the DOST. Relative to this, the undersigned is respectfully requesting the august body to authorize the undersigned to enter into the said MOA, anticipating with thanks for your consideration and urgent appropriate action on this matter.
Mr. Presiding Officer, since Constata Liparto is not around,
This is urgent.
this, I move to transfer this
Item 1C.
as item 1C.
Transfer to item 1C.
Item 5 is another letter signed by the Municipal Mayor dated October 14, 2025. There, honorable ladies and gentlemen, respectfully endorsing to the Sangguniang Bayan the attached resolution and memorandum of agreement by and between the local government unit of Manolo Fortich, represented by Mayor Rogelio Inquino, and Barangay Government of Alai to release funds in the amount of 500,000 pesos available under the barangay annual budget intended for maintenance of barangay roads. Relative to this, the undersigned is respectfully requesting the august body to authorize the undersigned to enter into the said MOA, anticipating with thanks for your consideration and urgent appropriate action on this matter.
Since this is also urgent, Mr. Presiding Officer, I move to transfer this as item 1D.
Transfer to item 1D.
Item 6 is another letter from the Office of the Municipal Mayor dated October 15, 2025. Respectfully endorsing to the Sangguniang Bayan the attached resolution and memorandum of agreement by and between the local government unit of Manolo Fortich, represented by Mayor Rogelio Inquino, and Barangay Government of Tangkulan to transfer funds in the amount of 900,000 pesos intended for the plans and programs of the barangay. Relative to this, the undersigned is respectfully requesting the august body to authorize the undersigned to enter into the said MOA, anticipating with thanks for your consideration and urgent appropriate action on this matter. Very truly yours, Rogelio Inquino, Municipal Mayor.
I move to transfer this as item 1E.
Transfer to item 1E.
And the next item is another letter of October 15, 2025 from the Office of the Municipal Mayor, respectfully endorsing to the Sangguniang Bayan the attached resolution and memorandum of agreement by and between the local government unit of Manolo Fortich, represented by Mayor Rogelio Inquino, and Barangay Government of Sangkanan to release funds in the amount of 900,000 pesos intended for the plans and programs of the barangay. Relative to this, the undersigned is respectfully requesting the August body to authorize the undersigned to enter into the said MOA, anticipating with thanks for your consideration and urgent appropriate action on this matter. Very truly yours, Rogelio Inquino, Municipal Mayor.
I move to transfer this as item 1F.
Transfer to item 1F.
Item 8 is a letter of October 14, 2025 from the Office of the Municipal Mayor, respectfully endorsing to the Sangguniang Bayan the attached pertinent documents of the application for renewal of limestone quarry permit of Mr. Peter M. Ompok, located at Gabuk Hills, Barangay Lingion, for your perusal and appropriate action, anticipating with thanks for your consideration and urgent response of this matter. Very truly yours, signed Rogelio Inquino, Municipal Mayor.
I move to refer this to the Committee on Land Use, Committee on Environmental Protection and Ecology.
Refer to the Committee on Land Use and Committee on Environmental Protection and Ecology.
Item 9 is a letter of October 13, 2024 from duly signed by the Municipal Mayor Rogelio Inquino. Submitting herewith is the annual budget under the General Fund and Economic Enterprises for calendar year 2026. With the passage of the annual budget calendar year 2026 of the Municipality of Manolo Fortich, we will be giving better basic services to our constituents, anticipating your prompt and appropriate action on this matter. And everybody is given a copy of the said annual budget.
I move to transfer this to the Committee of the Whole, Mr. Presiding Officer. Refer this.
We will refer this till this afternoon. IIP pa dito.
I-present pa.
Refer this to the Committee of
Committee
the Whole.
in the Whole.
Item 10 is a letter from the Office of the Municipal Mayor dated September 23, 2025. This is to formally request the Sangguniang Bayan of this municipality for the approval of realignment amounting to 45,000 pesos from Management Information Systems Office training expenses portion of appropriations to be made available as an additional appropriation for traveling expenses of the said program. Please see attached documents for your reference. Very truly yours, Rogelio Inquino, Municipal Mayor, and attached to this is the certification from the Local Finance Committee for the availability of funds.
I move to transfer this as item 1G.
Transfer to item 1G.
Item 11 is a letter of October 7, 2025, signed by the Municipal Mayor. This is to formally request the Sangguniang Bayan of this municipality for the approval of realignment amounting to 19,000 pesos from Municipal Health Office, non-accountable forms expenses, portion of appropriations to be made available as an additional appropriation for legal services and training expenses of the said office. Please see attached documents for your reference. And again, attached is the certification from the Local Finance Committee for the availability of funds.
I move to transfer this as item 1H.
Transfer to item 1H.
The next item is another letter of October 7, 2025 from the Office of the Municipal Mayor. This is to formally request the Sangguniang Bayan of this municipality for the approval of realignment amounting to 291,000 pesos from various offices, portions of appropriations to be made available as an additional appropriation for various expenses of the said offices and programs. Please see attached documents for your reference, and attached is the certification from the Local Finance Committee for the availability of funds.
I move to transfer this as item 1I.
Transfer to item 1A.
For item 13 is another letter from the Office of the Municipal Mayor dated October 8, 2025. This is to formally request the Sangguniang Bayan of this municipality for the approval of realignment amounting to 328,011 and 19 centavos from Municipal Market Office various portions of appropriations to be made available as an additional appropriation for water expenses of the said office. Please see attached documents for your reference. Very truly yours, Rogelio Inquino, Municipal Mayor, and again, a certification duly signed by the members of the local finance committee is attached for the availability of funds.
I move to transfer this as item 1J.
Transfer to item 1J.
Item 14 is another letter signed by the municipal mayor dated October 14, 2025. This is to formally request the Sangguniang Bayan of this municipality for the approval of realignment amounting to 75,739 pesos and 96 centavos from various offices portions of appropriations to be made available as an additional appropriation for various expenses. Please see attached documents for your reference. And attached is the certification from the local finance committee for the availability of funds.
I move to transfer this as item 1K.
Transfer to item 1K.
Item 15 is a letter of October 15, 2025, signed by the municipal mayor. This is to formally request the Sangguniang Bayan of this municipality for the approval of realignment amounting to 8,400 pesos only from Internal Audit Service Office, traveling expenses portion of appropriation to be made available as an additional appropriation for training expenses of the said office. Please see attached documents for your reference. Very truly yours, signed Rogelio Inquino, Municipal Mayor, and attached is the certification from the local finance committee for the availability of funds.
I move to transfer this as item 1L.
Transfer to item 1L.
Item 16 is a letter of October 9, 2025 from the Municipal Budget Office. Submitting herewith is a copy of the supplemental budget number 1-2025 of the following barangays for your review and appropriate action: Barangay Minsoro, Barangay Santiago, and Barangay Lingion. Please acknowledge receipt. Thank you, God bless, and stay healthy always. Very truly yours, Roy Lober A. Asares, the OIC.
I move to transfer this as item 1M.
Transfer to item 1M.
Item 17 is an executive order numbered 2025-52 entitled An Ordinance Reconstituting the
Order.
Local Committee on Anti-Trafficking and Violence Against Women and their Children, or the ILCAT Bausi, in the municipality of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon, noting that the co-chair for the said council is the Honorable Joy L. Cordovez, the Honorable Mary Jane Pigilayan, the Honorable Princess C.J.B. Padin.
I move that this must be noted, Mr. Presiding Officer.
So noted.
Item 18 is a letter of October 14, 2025, addressed to the Honorable Reynaldo L. Bagayas Jr. On behalf of the Damilag Cockpit Association, I am writing to formally request a special permit of our upcoming 3 Winds. This event is scheduled to take place on October 27, 2025. We are seeking the necessary authorization to ensure the smooth and lawful execution of the event. We would be grateful for your kind consideration of this request. Please let us know if any additional information or documentation is required from our end to facilitate the approval process. Respectfully yours, signed Ruben Aminabar, the DCA President.
I move to transfer this as item 1N.
Transfer to item 1N.
The next item is the LDRRMO endorsement letters on the incident report on the flooding at Bliss Lingion, Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon. Greetings of peace and resilience. This is to formally inform your good office regarding the flooding incident that occurred yesterday, October 7, 2025 at around 5 p.m. Mr. Alan Manalo personally called me to ask for assistance, informing me that his mother, Mrs. Teresita Odronia, was trapped inside her flooded house located beside Minas Grill in Barangay Lingion. He reported that their belongings were already floating and they urgently needed help to evacuate his mother and brother. Upon arrival at the area together with two LDRRMO personnel aboard our PTB, Mr. Manalo immediately approached us and informed me that his mother was still inside the house and I called back up to help us. I immediately instructed one of my personnel to enter the flooded house and check on her. After a few moments, our rescuer emerged holding the elderly woman. I assisted her in walking through the flood waters, which were already in my chest deep. Despite the difficult situation, we were able to safely bring her outside and turn her over to Mr. Manalo. However, Mr. Manalo further informed us that his brother was still inside the house, unable to walk, very ill, and dependent on oxygen. I directed my personnel to return inside to rescue him. Moments later, they carried him out of the house seated on a monoblock chair. I cleared the path of floating debris to allow them to pass and immediately provided oxygen assistance as the patient was already gasping for air. We were relieved that both individuals were rescued safely and subsequently brought to Mr. Manalo's residence for further care. This afternoon, together with our operations officer 2, I personally revisited the site to investigate the cause of last night's flooding. We discovered that a covered drainage canal constructed by MM Construction was cut and left unfinished, with its endpoint directly beside Ms. Odronia's house, as shown in the attached pictures. I immediately contacted one of the company's engineers to inform him of the incident and requested an urgent solution, as rain is expected again and there is a high risk of repeat flooding. He assured me that he would relay the matter to the project engineer, Engineer Eugenio Nagawang, for prompt action. Recommendation: it is strongly recommended that the 3rd District Engineering Office of DPWH expedite the completion of the covered canal along the highway beside Ms. Odronia's house. The unfinished portion currently channels water from the upstream drainage directly into the residential area. Proper completion and alignment of the drainage system toward Sitio Mangima are necessary to prevent future flooding incidents. Thank you for your attention and continued support. Respectfully, signed Gina G. Olano, LPT MGA, the LDRRMO3.
I move to refer this to the Committee on Disaster Resilience to further elaborate the said incident and the possible action that we are going to take.
Refer to the Committee on Disaster Resilience.
For the second endorsement from the LDREM, the subject is an update on landslide or soil movement at Mangima Tangkulan section as of October 8, 2025, around 1:30 in the afternoon. This report is dated October 9, 2025. The reference of which is a letter from Punong Barangay Honorable Romeo Dagunlay, Mangima Tangkulan section landslide on June 23, 2025. Introduction. In response to the formal communication received from Honorable Romeo B. Dagunlay, Punong Barangay of Tangkulan, dated June 23, 2025, this office conducted an initial inspection and assessment at the Mangima Tangkulan section to verify the reported ground and soil cracks traversing approximately 200 meters in length, and 8 inches in width. The cracks were found to have originated within the construction site of the Santa Clara hydropower plant, posing an imminent threat to 14 households situated along the national highway and to commuters regularly passing through the area. As part of the continuous monitoring, a follow-up inspection was conducted by the Chief MDRRMO together with the Operation and Warning Officer on October 8, 2025 at around 1:30 in the afternoon to re-evaluate the site condition and determine the extent of soil movement and associated hazards. Action taken. Initial site validation dated June 23, 2025. 1. Conducted verification and documentation of reported ground cracks. 2. Coordinated with Barangay Tangkulan officials and representatives from Santa Clara Hydropower Plant regarding the findings. 3. Recommended immediate slope stabilization and drainage control to prevent worsening of the soil conditions. 4. Emergency meeting on
This
20
afternoon.
has been conducted, presided by the Municipal Administrator, Engineer Joey Cesar M. Gaid. 2. Monitoring and coordination. Continuous observation of the affected area was maintained by the MDRRMO in coordination with the barangay and concerned residents. 2. Regular advisories were issued during periods of heavy rainfall to alert nearby households and commuters of possible landslide occurrences. Follow-up inspection on October 8, 2025. MDRRMO team led by Chief LDRRM Officer Gina G. Olano together with the Operations and Warning Section revisited the site to assess the present condition. 2. Photographic documentation and visual measurements were taken to compare with previous data for progression analysis. New findings. The soil crack and subsidence have expanded significantly, now with an approximate depth of 3 meters from the original land surface extending across the same 200-meter stretch along the Mangima Tangkulan section. 2. The soil movement has become more hazardous, indicating a possible imminent landslide anytime, especially during or after rainfall. 3. The foundation of nearby residential structures and the adjacent portion of the national highway are now at risk due to continuous slope weakening. 4. No visible stabilization or corrective engineering measures have been implemented by the responsible contractor, the Santa Clara Hydropower Plant, despite previous recommendations. 5. The affected area shows clear signs of progressive soil failure, with newly formed fissures appearing closer to the highway shoulder. Recommendations. 1. Recommend that Santa Clara Hydropower Plant immediately suspend all excavation and related activities in the affected area. 2. Request the Department of Public Works and Highways and Mines and Geosciences to conduct a joint technical evaluation to determine the extent of soil instability and appropriate slope protection design. 3. Advise Mangima Tangkulan residences to temporarily locate or evacuate during periods of heavy rainfall as a precautionary measure or recorrida in the present situation. 4. Place warning or solid concrete barriers along National Highway and reflective signages along the affected highway to alert motorists by Santa Clara and DPWH. 5. Recommend the filing of administrative and legal action against the responsible project engineer, site supervisor of Santa Clara Hydro Corporation for negligence and failure to act upon previously issued reports and recommendations, hence sometimes in October 2023. Conclusion. The recent inspection conducted on October 8, 2025 confirms a significant escalation in the soil movement at Mangima Tangkulan section, posing serious danger to residents, motorists due to ongoing construction activities in the vicinity. The widening and deepening of cracks coupled with the absence of corrective measures indicate a critical geohazard condition that demands immediate intervention. The MDRRMO strongly recommends the urgent suspension of construction, technical investigation by competent authorities, and enforcement of safety and accountability measures to prevent potential loss of life, property damage, and further degradation of the affected slope area. Prepared by signed Police Colonel Rusu Clerigo, retired LDRMO2, the Operation and Warning Officer, noted by Jaina G. Alano, LDRRMO3.
I move to refer this to the Committee on Disaster Resilience and to conduct a committee hearing, and we will invite the said offices concerned, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Can you refer to the Committee on Disaster Resilience?
The next item is a furnished copy of a letter of a memorandum from the Department of Public Works and Highways Central Office, a memorandum to Director Lilibet N. Aparicio, Regional Office 10 of the Department of Public Works and Highways. The subject, Resolution number 2025-222B, endorsed with herewith for your review and appropriate action is the letter via email dated September 19, 2025 of Honorable Reynaldo L. Bagayas Jr., Municipal Vice Mayor, Municipality of Manolo Fortich, Office of the Sangguniang Bayan, Province of Bukidnon, Region 10, endorsing the Resolution number 2025-222B entitled, a resolution expressing concern over the alleged irregularities in certain public projects, specifically the Mangima Arc Bridge Project, the Maloco section of the Sairi Highway, the Sabangan Bridge, the Sibukawan Road concreting, and the Diklum Bridge, and requesting the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee under the leadership of Senator Rodante D. Marcoleta to conduct a thorough and transparent investigation for purposes of clarification and to undertake appropriate action thereon if deems necessary. Signed, Ador G. Canlas, Undersecretary for Regional Operations in Visayas and Mindanao.
I move that this must be noted, Mr. Presiding Officer.
So noted.
The next is another letter from the Department of Public Works and Highways, Regional Office 10, dated October 8, 2025, and addressed to the Honorable Reynaldo L. Bagayas Jr. Sir, forwarded herewith is a memorandum relative to Sangguniang Bayan Resolution number 2025-279B of the Municipality of Manolo Fortich, entitled Resolution formally requesting the Regional Director Lilibet N. Aparicio to provide a comprehensive and detailed explanation regarding the delays in the infrastructure projects being implemented by the DPWH Region 10 in the Municipality of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon, including the specific factors contributing to these delays and a clear timeline for their expected completion. This is transmitted for your information and appropriate action. Very truly yours, signed, Lilibet N. Aparicio, Regional Director.
I move that this must be noted, Mr. Presiding Officer.
So noted.
The last item for the communication or the first reading is an advisory from the Department of the Interior and Local Government, Bukidnon Provincial Office. The subject, this is addressed to all city municipal mayors and vice mayors. Subject, invitation to the Pakig Hinabi Season 2, an orientation and dialogue with newly minted Sangguniang Panglungsod and Sangguniang Bayan members in the province of Bukidnon, in line with the Department of the Interior and local government's continuing effort to strengthen the capacities of our local legislators. All newly minted Sangguniang Panglungsod and Sangguniang Bayan members in the province of Bukidnon are invited to the Pakighinabi Season 2, an orientation and dialogue with newly elected Sangguniang members in the province of Bukidnon to be held on November 13, 2025, Thursday, 8:30 a.m. at Uno Business Hotel, Valencia City, Bukidnon. This activity is conducted under the Regional Institutional Development Support Program of the Department, which serves as a strategic intervention to enhance institutional performance and governance capabilities of our local government units. Through this initiative, the department aims to address knowledge and competency gaps in legislation and local governance, thereby fostering a sanggunian that is collaborative, informed, and responsive to the needs of its constituents. Further, the list of invited participants is attached herewith. All concerned officials are requested to confirm participation through the link on or before October 2025. For your information and appropriate action, Rona Pedraza Abadilla, Provincial Director.
I move that this must be noted, Mr. Presiding Officer.
So noted.
Now we are on our committee reports. For the Committee of the Whole, I would like to call on Honorable Mary Jane Pigilayan.
The Honorable Gilayan.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Presiding Officer. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Committee Report number 2025-052B, the Honorable Sangguniang Bayan, Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon. Ladies and gentlemen, to the Committee of the Whole to which was referred. Subject, proposed ordinance of the Sangguniang Bayan and an ordinance adopting the implementing guidelines issued by the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority for the effective implementation of the TISDA sa Barangay program in the municipality of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon, authored by Honorable Christy Liparto Salabi and co-authored by yours truly. Invited resource person were Mr. Roger Molina, TSDC OIC, and Ms. Rina Tabat Piso, representative. Salient point transpired were as follows. The ordinance adopt the implementation guidelines of the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority for the TISDA sa Barangay program in the municipality of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon to bring accessible community-based technical and vocational education directly to the barangay level. The TSDC OIC suggested including NC3 and the coverage of the trainings, but the proponent clarified that only NC1 and NC2 are included in the TISDA circular. The TISDA sa Barangay program shall be implemented in collaboration with the LGUs given the significant devolution of resources to the local level brought about by the Mandanas Garcia's ruling. The 2 million budget allocation is from the Livelihood Summit. There are 550 targets, trainees, 25 for every barangay for the 2 million budget allocation. The Community Training and Employment Coordinator is tasked with collaborating with key stakeholders to identify and develop skills training programs based on the specific needs and demands of each barangay within the municipality, as well as the barangay and municipal development plans. The Public Employment Service Office will provide assistance in pursuing partnerships with industries, non-governmental organizations, and people's organizations, and by strengthening job linkaging and networking services. The following recommendations were then considered: to transfer Section 6B to Section 5, Duties and Responsibilities of Local Government Unit of Manolo Fortich, to include employment in Section 6, to adopt Section 5, Paragraph G, to Section 6, Duties and Responsibilities of the Barangay Local Government Units, to encourage barangay to identify the trainings needed by their constituents based on available jobs and opportunities with their communities. Final recommendation on motion of the Honorable Christy Liparto Salabe, duly seconded by the members present, the proposed ordinance of the Sangguniang Bayan entitled An Ordinance Adopting the Implementing Guidelines issued by the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority for the effective implementation of the TISDA sa Barangay program in the municipality of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon was approved as amended at the committee level. Mr. Chair, Mr. Presiding Officer, I move for the approval of this committee report number 2025-052B.
So there's a motion for the approval of committee report number 2025-052 regarding the ordinance adopting the implementing guidelines issued by the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority for the effective implementation of the TESDA sa Barangay program in the municipality of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon. Any second?
I second.
Any comments? There being none, the motion is now approved.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer.
For committee report number 2025-053B, may I request the Honorable J.S. Albarese?
The Honorable Alvarez.
Thank you, Honorable Majority Floor Leader, Honorable Quino, and our Honorable Vice Mayor. Committee report number 2025-053B of the Committee of the Whole, to which was referred proposed resolution number 2025-362B of the Sangguniang Bayan entitled Resolution urging the Secretary of the DILG, the Chief of the Philippine National Police, and the Director of the PNP Anti-Crime Group to consider establishing local cybercrime units, or at least assigning cybercrime officers in every municipal police stations in the country. The author, Honorable J.S. Alvarez, presented a subject resolution highlighting the following salient points: that cybercrime has emerged as one of the fastest growing categories of criminal activity in the municipality, and designating a cybercrime officer in the municipal police station would significantly improve accessibility, efficiency, and responsiveness in handling digital crimes, ensuring that victims can immediately receive appropriate assistance. That a suggestion was raised by the Honorable Rinaldo L. Bagayas to make the resolution more specific to the municipality of Manolo Fortich instead of requesting cybercrime officers in every municipal police station in the country. To read as resolution urging the Secretary of the DILG, the Chief of the Philippine National Police, and the Director of the PNP Anti-Cybercrime to consider establishing local cybercrime unit, or at least assigning a cybercrime officer in the municipality of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon, which was properly carried by the committee. Final recommendation on motion of Honorable J.S. Alvarez and unanimously seconded by all the members present, the proposed resolution number 2025-362B of the Sangguniang Bayan entitled Resolution urging the Secretary of the DILG, the Chief of the Philippine National Police, and the Director of the PNP Anti-Cybercrime Group to consider establishing a local cybercrime unit, or at least assigning cybercrime officer in the municipality of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon, was approved as amended at the committee level. Mr. Chair, Mr. Presiding Officer, I move for the approval of this committee report.
So there's a motion for the approval of committee report number 2025-053B. A resolution urging the Secretary of the DILG, the Chief of the Philippine National Police, and the Director of the PNP Anti-Cybercrime Group to consider establishing local cybercrime units or at least assigning cybercrime officers in every municipal police stations in the country. Any second?
I second.
Any comments? There being none, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Thank you, Honorable Floor Leader.
For Committee on Education, Committee Report Number 2025-054B. May I request Honorable
Wala.
Miguel D. Demata to sponsor the committee report.
Honorable Dimata.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer, and thank you, Madam Majority Floor Leader. Committee Report Number 2025-054B, to which was referred the proposed resolution number 2025-335B-P of the Sangguniang Bayan, a resolution formally requesting the Honorable Provincial Governor Rogelio Neil Roque to allocate funds in support of the alternative learning system, ALS and Manolo Fortis Bukidnon. This is authored by the Honorable Flora M. Pinaso, co-authored by Honorable J. Salvaresi, and yours truly. The resolution was formulated following the ALS evaluation, seeing that the proposed programs require financial support. It subsequently seek an additional allocation from provincial funding to enhance ALS service delivery, particularly through improving and instructional resources, digital tools, learning centers, and facilitator training. Final recommendation. On motion of Honorable Florami D. Pinaso, duly seconded by members present, proposed resolution number 2025-335B-P of the Sangguniang Bayan, a resolution formally requesting the Honorable Provincial Governor Rogelio Neil Roque to allocate funds in support of the alternative learning system in Manolo Fortis was approved at the committee level. With this, Mr. Presiding Officer, I move for the approval of this committee report 2025-054B.
So there's a motion for the approval of committee report number 2025-054B, a resolution formally requesting the Honorable Provincial Governor Rogelio Neil Roque to allocate funds in support of the alternative learning systems in Manolo Fortis Bukidnon. Any second?
I second.
Any comments? There being none, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer.
For Committee on Land Use, Committee Report Number 2025-055B, may I call on Dato Alex Payanga.
The Honorable Payanga is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Majority Floor Leader, and to our presiding officer. The committee report number 2025-055B. The Honorable Sangguniang Bayan Manolo Fortis Bukidnon, ladies and gentlemen, the Committee on Land Use, to which was referred the subject, proposed resolution number 2025-334B of the Sangguniang Bayan entitled Resolution formally requesting the Honorable Provincial Governor Rogelio Neil Roque to allocate funds for the purchase of land in Barangay Santo Niño for the proposed Barangay Cemetery. This was authored by Honorable Florami De Pinaso, co-authored by Honorable G. Is Alvarese, and Honorable Miguel D. Dimata. The resolution formally requests to the Provincial Governor Rogelio Neil Roque to allocate funds for the purchasing land in the Barangay Santo Niño for the proposed Barangay Cemetery. It aims to address the lack of a local burial site and ease the burden of residents, promoting public welfare and proper community facilities. Final recommendation on motion of the Honorable Lorami D. Pinaso, duly seconded by the members present. Proposed resolution number 2025-33-4B of the Sangguniang Bayan entitled, "A Resolution Formally Requesting the Honorable Provincial Governor Rogelio Nel Roque to allocate funds for the purchase of land in Barangay Santo Niño for the proposed barangay cemetery," was approved at the committee level. With this, Mr. Presiding Officer, I move for the approval of this committee report.
So there's a motion for the approval of committee report number 2025-055B regarding a resolution formally requesting the Honorable Provincial Governor Rogelio Nel Roque to allocate funds for the purchase of land in Barangay Santo Niño for the proposed barangay cemetery. Any second?
I second.
Any comments? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
For Committee
Thank
on
you.
Disaster Resilience, may I call on Honorable Raquel Abales for the committee report number 2025-056B.
The Honorable Abales.
Committee Chair.
For the committee report number 2025-056B, addressed to the Honorable Sangguniang Bayan, the Committee on the Disaster Resilience, to which was referred the subject proposed resolution number 2025-291-291B-P of the Sangguniang Bayan, entitled, "The resolution respectfully requesting DILG Secretary Juanito Victor John Vic Katibayan Remolia to allocate funds for the acquisition of 1 unit fire truck for the Bureau of Fire Protection of Manolo Fortich Bukidnon to strengthen the fire response capabilities in the municipality." This was authored by Honorable Flora May D. Pinaso, co-authored by Honorable J. S. Albaresi and Honorable Miguel D. Dimata. And similar resolution, 2025-292B-P of the Sangguniang Bayan, entitled, "Resolution respectfully requesting Senator Juan Miguel F. Subiri to allocate funds for the acquisition of 1 unit fire truck for the Bureau of Fire Protection in Manolo Fortich to strengthen fire response capabilities in the municipality." Same author, Honorable Flora May D. Pinaso, co-authored by Honorable J. S. Albaresi and Honorable Miguel D. Dimata. The resolution formally requested the DILG Secretary Juanito Victor John Vic Katibayan Remolia and Senator Juan Miguel F. Subiri to allocate funds for the acquisition of 1 fire truck for the Bureau of Fire Protection Manolo Fortich. It seeks to strengthen the municipality's fire response capability amidst growing population and infrastructure, addressing the sufficiency of current firefighting resources. It was clearly noted that only 1 unit of fire truck was requested. However, the request hopes that either of the two requests would be granted. Final recommendation. On the motion of the Honorable Flora May D. Pinaso, duly seconded by the members present, proposed resolution number 2025-291B-P of the Sangguniang Bayan, entitled, "The resolution respectfully requesting DILG Secretary Juanito Victor John V. Katibayan Remolia to allocate funds for the acquisition of 1 unit fire truck for the Bureau of Fire Protection, Manolo Fortich Bukidnon, to strengthen fire response capabilities in the municipality." And the proposed resolution number 2025-292B-P of the Sangguniang Bayan, entitled, "Resolution respectfully requesting Senator Juan Miguel F. Subiri to to allocate funds for the acquisition of 1 unit fire truck for the Bureau of Fire Protection, Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon, to strengthen fire response capabilities in the municipality, was approved at the committee level. Mr. Presiding Officer, I move for the approval of this committee report.
So there's a motion for the approval of committee report number 2025-056B, a resolution respectfully requesting the DIG Secretary Juanito Victor John B. Katibayan Rimulya and the Honorable Senator Juan Miguel F. Subiri to allocate funds for the acquisition of 1 unit fire truck for the Bureau of Fire Protection, Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon, to strengthen fire response capabilities in the municipality. So any second? Any comments? There being none, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer, and my fellow councilors, and especially our majority floor leader.
For the Joint Committee on Infrastructure and Committee on Good Governance, may I call on the Vice Chair of Committee on Infrastructure, Cons. Eddie Dagunlay.
The Honorable Dagunlay.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Joint Committee Report number 2025-07B, Committee on Infrastructure, Committee on Good Governance. The Joint Committee on Infrastructure and Committee on Good Governance, in which referred subject proposed resolution number 2025-336B of the Sangguniang Bayan, entitled Resolution of the Sangguniang Bayan of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon, expressing its commitment to support, promote, and uphold transparency and accountability in all infrastructure projects, whether funded, implemented by the local government or by national agencies within the municipality. Honorable J.S. Albarisi, author, presented the subject resolution highlighting the following salient points: that it is oversight function of the Sangguniang Bayan to safeguard public resources, promote public trust, and guarantee that all infrastructure projects, whether locally funded or implemented by national government agencies, are carried out in accordance with law, rules, and highest standards of accountability. The following amendments were then carried by the august body as follows: to incorporate the phrase Sangguniang Bayan through municipal vice mayors in the one of the provisions, particularly numbers 3 and 4, to read as follows: require the Municipal Engineering Office to submit a report to Sangguniang Bayan through the municipal vice mayor of all infrastructure projects implemented by local government unit of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon in municipality, with project description, exact location, with coordinates, budget, disbursements, contractor, and date of completion for the year 2022 until the present, and regularly submit a monthly report thereafter. Require the Regional Director of the Department of Public Works and Highways, Regional Office 10, and District Engineer of the DPWH, 3rd Engineering District, to similarly submit a monthly status report to the Sangguniang Bayan through the municipal vice mayor of all infrastructure projects implemented in the municipality, to include all other national agencies with infrastructure projects in the municipality, not to limit only with the DPWH projects as recommended the Honorable Rinaldo L. Bagayas Jr. Final recommendation: on motion of the Honorable J.S. Albarisi, and anonymously seconded by all of the members present, the proposed resolution number 2025-336B of the Sangguniang Bayan entitled Resolution of the Sangguniang Bayan of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon, expressing its commitment to support, promote, and uphold transparency and accountability in all infrastructure projects, whether funded, implemented by the local government or by national agencies within the municipality, was approved as amended at the committee level. So I move for the approval for this
Committee report.
committee report, infrastructure and committee on good governance, Mr. Presiding Officer.
So there's a motion for the approval of committee report number 2025-057B, a resolution of the Sangguniang Bayan of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon, expressing its commitment to support, promote, and uphold transparency and accountability in all infrastructure projects, whether funded or implemented by the local government or by the national agencies within the municipality. Any second? Any comments? There being none, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Since we have an unfinished business, Mr. Presiding Officer, this item, I will request Honorable Eddie Dagonlay.
Again, the Honorable Dagonlay.
Report from the Manolo Fortich Roads and Traffic Administration, subject TRICAP endorsement for new applicant. So, Mr. Presiding Officer, since our LTPRP expired, so let us on hold this recommendation, Mr. Presiding Officer.
We will invoke also to.
I-table lang sa nato kaya na-expired na itong LPTRP.
So we will just table this item since the TRP still needs updating.
Yes, Mr. Presiding Officer.
So there's a motion to table this matter for pending on the updating of our LPTRP. Any second?
Second,
Any comments? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
for item number 2, may I call on Consihal Alex Payanga for the unfinished business also.
Honorable Payanga.
Again, good morning. For the item number 2 for the unfinished business is the selection of Sangguniang Bayan member representative in the composition of PLIB members as per Executive Order number 2025-54. Mr. Presiding Officer, as the composition of the PLIB, I move that the chairman will be the chairman of Luz, ada punong barangay of Barangay Dalirig.
Yeah, SB.
SB member?
Oh.
Yeah. Is El Melissa Liparto, the punong barangay. Pastor Maika Unahon, the representative of religious sector. Rosita Sahitas, district supervisor of Manolo Fortich. And Ma'am Nina B. Balicera, the civil society organization. So, I also move, Mr. Presiding Officer, in the Sangguniang Bayan, I nominate Honorable Christy Lifardo as chairman.
Laws and rules and regulation.
So there's a motion to endorse the Honorable Liparto as the member of the Public Law Enforcement Board,
People's Law Enforcement.
People's Law Enforcement Board.
The Honorable Liparto. So any second?
I second.
Any comments? There's no comment. So the Honorable Liparto will be the representative of the Sangguniang Bayan to the People's Law Enforcement Board.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Honorable Bayanga.
We are now on the business of the day for third and final reading. Mr. Presiding Officer.
Item 1 for third reading is proposed ordinance number 2025-2260 of the Sangguniang Bayan entitled An Ordinance Establishing Guidelines for Subsidized Accident Insurance Coverage for Farmers, Fisher Folk, and Farm Workers in the Municipality of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon through the Philippine Crop Insurance Corporation's Accident and Dismemberment Security Scheme and appropriating funds therefore authored by the Honorable Elsevier A. Dagunlay and co-authored by the majority of the members.
So for those who are in favor of the approval of the proposed ordinance on third and final reading, the ordinance establishing guidelines for subsidized accident insurance coverage for farmers, fisher folks, and farm workers in the municipality of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon through the Philippine Crop Insurance Corporation Accident and Dismemberment Security Scheme and appropriating funds therefore. So please raise your right hand. A 10 out of 10, so the proposed ordinance number 2025-2260 is now approved on third and final reading.
Item 2 for third reading is proposed ordinance number 2025-2261 of the Sangguniang Bayan entitled An Ordinance Establishing the Community Voice Initiative Program of the Municipality of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon and for other purposes, authored by the Honorable Reynaldo L. Bagayas Jr.
So those who are in favor for the approval of the ordinance establishing the Community Voice Initiative Program of the Municipality of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon and for other purposes, and please raise your right hand. How about the Honorable Padin? Right? 10 out of 10. So the proposed ordinance number 2025-2260 is now approved on third and final reading.
Item 3 for third reading is proposed ordinance number 2025-2262 of the Sangguniang Bayan entitled An Ordinance Establishing the School Safety Zones in the Municipality and Establishing the Minimum Safety and Security Measures in these zones and for other purposes, authored by the Honorable J.S. Albaresi and co-authored by the Honorable Miguel D. Dimata and the Honorable Floramie D. Pinazo.
So for those who are in favor of the approval of proposed ordinance on third and final reading, the ordinance establishing the school safety zone in the municipality and establishing the minimal safety and security measures in these zones and for other purposes, please raise your right hand. 10 out of 10. So the proposed ordinance number 2025-2260 is now approved on third and final reading. Can we have a short break, 2-minute break, before we proceed to the transferred items?
5 minutes health break.
5 minutes.
Ugiubanan o pagsali sa kahitasan. Lupadupas, lupadugusok, ipain na nga. Ikaw usa ka balo, nagawas lumuway. Ikahadlukan, iyaw ng tanan. Lupadutas, lupadugusok, kay ang tanan sa
1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute.
Tanan, luparog tas, luparog kusog, kay ang tanan sa imo musunod. Humaog kalinaw, gipagdigbabaw, lupad panog, lupad panog, lupad.
Cordovez,
Honorable
DMD.
Cordovez.
Good morning sa atong tanan.
Buntag.
Okay, for transferred item 1A, this is a proposed resolution number 2025-3378B of the Sangguniang Bayan entitled Resolution Adopting the Legislative Agenda of the 21st Sangguniang Bayan of Manolo Fortich Bukidnon for term 2025 to 2028. The proposed resolution number 2025-378B Thus P seeks to adopt the legislative agenda of the 21st Sangguniang Bayan of Manolo Fortich Bukidnon from term 2025 to 2028. The legislative agenda was crafted to align with the 10-point agenda of the current administration and the Philippine Development Plan, serving as the guiding framework for the municipalities' legislative priorities and directions for the next 3 years. It ensures that each committee of the Sangguniang Bayan contributes to the overall development goals of the municipality and empowers the Sanggunian to enhance service, delivery, efficiency, and local governance through strengthened legislative representation and coordination. Mr. Presiding Officer, may I move for the approval of resolution number 2025-378BP, entitled A Resolution Adopting the Legislative Agenda of the 21st Sangguniang Bayan of Manolo Fortich Bukidnon for term 2025-2028. I so move, Mr. Presiding Officer.
So there's a motion for the approval of a resolution adopting the legislative agenda of the 21st Sangguniang Bayan Manolo Fortich Bukidnon for term 2025 to 2028. Any second? Any comments?
Just comment, Mr. Chair. We gave our comment during the presentation, so I just want to ask if that will be incorporated in this resolution, or we would like also to seek the help of the Secretariat if to help us in presenting our minority agenda, which is, by the way, in the form of critical collaboration to the legislative agenda. So you'd like to know if it will be incorporated in this resolution.
Can you refer to the attached documents if those legislative agenda is incorporated?
For this attached here in Mr. Presiding Officer are the priority legislations aligned to the 10-point agenda, like the education for all, the health and nutrition. Number 3 is agriculture support and services to farmers, peace and order. Number 5 is disaster preparedness
and climate change adaptation. 6 is sustainable tourism. 7 is environment. 8 is employment opportunities through livelihood, commerce, and trade. 9 is the infrastructure, and 10 is the good governance, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Yes, it was, as per the SB Secretary, she requested for a copy. Unfortunately, it was not given to her. So it was not incorporated in the, not incorporated, yes.
So we will just express our agenda, which is a collaborative one, next session, Mr. Chair, in response to this resolution.
Okay.
Na lang. We will finalize our agenda. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
So that would be a different agenda.
It will be a response, Mr. Chair. So we are
So
not
if this is
objecting.
adopted already, so we cannot incorporate that anymore.
Yeah, we understand. So we will just file a resolution expressing our
Okay.
agenda,
Expressing.
which is critical collaboration to
Okay.
the majority.
Just
So
expressing.
any more comments? So we will just
Expressing lang.
accommodate that later, no? And during the, whenever available. So any further comments? So there being no more comments, so the legislative agenda of the 21st Sangguniang Bayan of Manalo Fortich Bukidnon is now adopted.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Honorable Cordobes.
For transferred item 1B, may I call on Honorable Elsalver Dagunlay, our Committee on Infrastructure.
The Honorable Dagunlay.
Thank you, Madam Floor Leader, and to our Presiding Officer. Proposed Resolution Number 2025-379B. A resolution earnestly requesting the provincial government of Bukidnon, through the Honorable Governor Rogelio Neil P. Roque, to allocate funds for the prioritize the repair, maintenance, rehabilitation, and improvement of the provincial roads within the municipality of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon, authored by Honorable Elsevier Dagunlay. Whereas Section 17 and Section 17B 7 of Republic Act Number 71660, otherwise known as the Local Government Code of 1991, mandate the local government units to provide basic services and facilities, including the construction, repair, and maintenance of infrastructure such as roads and bridges as part of their devolved functions. Whereas the Department of Interior and Local Government and the Department of Budget and Maintenance, through Joint Memorandum Circular Number 2017-2, have issued guidelines for the implementation of the conditional matching grant to provinces aimed at supporting provinces in improving local road networks through repair, rehabilitation, and or upgrading of provincial roads beginning fiscal year 2017 and onwards. Whereas the provincial government of Bukidnon, being the implementing agency of provincial infrastructure programs within its jurisdiction, bears the responsibility for planning, funding, and executing the necessary repair, maintenance, rehabilitation, and improvement of provincial roads in order to enhance mobility, ensure public safety, stimulate local economic development, and improve access to essential services. Whereas numerous provincial roads within the municipality of Manolo Fortich are in urgent need of repair, maintenance, rehabilitation, and improvement in order to ensure safe, efficient, and accessible transportation for residents and visitors, and to support local economic activities, particularly in agriculture, trade, and tourism. Now, therefore, on motion of the Honorable Isabel Dagunla, duly seconded by all members present, be it resolved, at it is hereby resolved by the 21st Sangguniang Bayan of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon, to earnestly request the provincial government of Bukidnon through the Honorable Governor Rogelio Enil Peroki to allocate funds for the prioritize the repair, maintenance, rehabilitation, and improvement of provincial roads within the municipality of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon. Resolved further that a copy of this resolution be furnished to the provincial government of Bukidnon through the Honorable Provincial Governor Rogelio Neil Peroki for the information and appropriate action. Resolved finally that copies of this resolution be likewise furnished to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Bukidnon and the Provincial Engineer's Office for the information and reference. So, Mr. Presiding Officer, proposed resolution number 2025-379B, I move for the approval, Mr. Presiding Officer.
So there's a motion for the approval of the proposed resolution, earnestly requesting the provincial government of Bukidnon through the Honorable Rogelio P. Roque to allocate funds for and prioritize the repair, maintenance, rehabilitation, improvement of provincial roads with the municipality, within the municipality of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon. Any second?
Second, Mr. Chair, Mr.
Any-
Presiding Officer.
Any comments? There being none, the motion is approved.
For item 1C, 1D, 1E, and 1F, may I call on Honorable Joy Lavisores Cordovez,
The Honorable Cordovez.
our Vice Chair on Laws, Rules, and Regulations. Mr. Presiding Officer, may we acknowledge Honorable Christy Tata Liparto and Honorable Raquel Abales.
The Honorable Liparto. Ubi. Pero niabot.
Maningkamot. Okay, good morning once again. As the Vice Chairman on Laws, Rules, and Regulations, may I have the honor to sponsor the following transferred item 1C, 1D, 1E, and 1F. Okay ra, Chairman? Okay, for transferred item 1C, this is a letter of October 14, 2025, signed by the Municipal Mayor requesting authority to enter into a memorandum of agreement with the Department of Science and Technology Regional Office 10, DOST, Northern Mindanao, for implementation of SARAI, S-R-A-R-I, Centralized National Hub for Regional Operations, or SARAI Centro. Project 2, SARAI Regional Hub in Region 10 with fundings from DOST. Mr. Presiding Officer, the Office of the Municipal Mayor, Manolo Fortich, through Rogelio Enquino, respectfully endorsed to the Sangguniang Bayan a memorandum agreement entered into between the Department of Science and Technology, Region 10, DOST Northern Mindanao, represented by Engineer Romela N. Rotilla, the Regional Director and the Local Government Unit, Manolo Fortich, represented by Mayor Rogelio Enquino. The agreement pertains to the implementation of the project entitled SARAI Centralized National Hub for Region Operations or SARAI Centro. Project 2, SARAI Regional Hubs in Region 10 with funding support from DOST. Ang meaning de sa SARAI is the smarter approach to reinvigorate agriculture as an industry in the Philippines. So SARAI project aims to improve agricultural productivity, enhance climate resilience, and strengthen data-driven decision-making through deployment of weather stations, crop forecasting system, and agricultural monitoring tools. So di na maglisod ani si Cons Eddie ug si Cons Raquel. The key provisions of the MOA is the DOST Northern Mindanao shall lead the implementation and operationalization of Saray program in Region 10, and then provide technical expertise, capacity building activities, and program monitoring and evaluation. The LGU Manolo Fortich mo designate a focal person and organize a technical working group to coordinate with the OST. The LGU also will identify and provide suitable sites for automatic weather stations and assist in maintenance. LGU also will integrate Saray products and services into regular agricultural operations. So both parties shall jointly own and manage the data and intellectual property outputs derived from the project with provisions for confidentiality, publication, and data sharing. The MOA also contains clear provisions on amendments, disputes, resolution, damages, and indemnities, and assignment and effectivity, ensuring that the mutual protection and accountability of both parties. So this partnership underscores the LGU Manolo Fortich continuing effort to promote agriculture, innovation, climate smart technology, and science-based local governments in collaboration with national agencies. Mr. Presiding Officer, I move that the Sangguniang Bayan of Manolo Fortich authorize the Honorable Mayor Rogelio Enquino to enter into and sign the memorandum agreement with the Department of Science and Technology Region 10, represented by Engineer Romela N. Satilla, for the implementation of the Saray Centralized National Hub for Regional Operations and Saray Centro Project 2 Saray Regional Hubs in Region 10 with funding from the DOST. So I move, Your Honor, for the approval of this request.
So there's a motion for the approval of the request of the municipal mayor to enter into a memorandum of agreement with the Department of Science and Technology Regional Office 10 for the implementation of Saray Centro Project to Saray Regional Hubs in Region 10 with funding from the DOST. Any second?
I second, Mr. Chair.
Any comments? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
For transferred item 1D, a letter of October 14, 2025, signed by the municipal mayor requesting authority to enter into a memorandum agreement with Barangay Alae for the implementation of the plans and programs of the barangay. The Office of Municipal Mayor of Manolo Fortich through Honorable Rogelio Enquino endorsed to the Sangguniang Bayan a resolution and memorandum agreement entered into by and between the local government unit Manolo Fortich and the barangay government of Alae for release and utilization of funds amounting to 500,000 pesos from barangay annual budget intended for maintenance and repair of barangay roads. The MOA outlines the collaboration efforts between the municipal and barangay governments to ensure the timely and efficient implementation of infrastructure projects in accordance with Republic Act Number 7160, the Local Government Code of 1981, which promotes coordination, devolution of basic services to barangays. So the municipal government of Manolo Fortich, represented by Mayor Rogelio Enquino, shall undertake and implement the maintenance and repair works of barangay roads in Alae using the transferred funds. The barangay government of Alae, represented by Erasmo Cesar A. Ramirez, Punong Barangay, has authorized the fund transfer and approved barangay resolution number 2025-027, allowing the execution of the MOA. The amount of 500,000 pesos has been duly transferred to the municipal treasurer of Manolo Fortich to facilitate project implementation under the supervision and coordination of both parties. So I move, Mr. Presiding Officer, that the Sangguniang Bayan of Manolo Fortich authorize the Honorable Municipal Mayor Rogelio Enquino to enter into and sign the memorandum of agreement with the barangay government of Alae, represented by Honorable Erasmo Cesar A. Ramirez, Punong Barangay, for the implementation of the barangay maintenance project funded under the barangay annual budget in amount of 500,000 pesos. I so move, Mr. Presiding Officer.
So there's a motion for the approval of the request of the municipal mayor to enter into a memorandum of agreement with Barangay Alae for the implementation of the plans and programs of the barangay amounting to 500,000 pesos. Any second?
Second,
Any comments?
Mr. Chair.
Hearing none, the motion is approved.
For transferred item 1E, A letter of October 16, 2025, signed by the municipal mayor requesting authority to enter into a memorandum agreement with Barangay Tangkulan for the implementation of the plans and projects for the of the barangay. Mayor Rogelio Inquino endorsed to the Sangguniang Bayan of Manolo Fortich the attached memorandum agreement and related barangay resolution number Barangay Resolution 020 and 021 series of 2025 of Barangay Tangkulan. These resolutions authorize the release and transfer of funds amounting to 900,000 pesos from the municipal government of Manolo Fortich to the barangay government of Tangkulan as Barangay 8 calendar year 2025. The funds shall be utilized for the following barangay projects and programs: purchase of solar lights for Lower Poluton and Mangima, 90,000 pesos. Number 2 is purchase of 5 tablets and 1 desktop amounting to 205,000 pesos. Adlaw ta Tangkulan 2025 celebration amounting to 200,000 pesos, and payment of electrical bills for Bahay Tulugan amounting to 200,000 pesos. Garbage truck repair amounting to 105. Purchase of culvert for Lower Susuhon amounting to 100,000 pesos. The total of 900,000 pesos. The MOA formalizes the transfer and outlines the accountability, liquidation, and reporting requirements in accordance with COA Circular Number 2020-12-001. The Barangay Council has duly authorized Honorable Romeo P. Dagunlay, Punong Barangay, to sign the agreement on behalf of the Barangay Tangkulan. Mr. Presiding Officer, I move that the Sangguniang Bayan of Manolo Fortich approve and authorize the Municipal Mayor Rogelio Narbas Aquino to enter and sign the memorandum agreement with the Municipal Government of Manolo Fortich and Barangay Government of Tangkulan for the transfer of funds amounting to 900,000 pesos intended for the implementation of various barangay projects and programs for calendar year 2025 as reflected in Barangay Resolutions number 020 and 021 series of 2025. I so move, Mr. Presiding Officer.
So there's a motion for the approval of the request of the municipal mayor to enter into a memorandum of agreement with Barangay Tangkulan for the implementation of their plans and programs amounting to 900,000 pesos. Any second?
Second.
Any comments? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
For transferred item 1F, this is a letter of October 15, 2025, signed by the municipal mayor requesting authority to enter into a memorandum agreement with Barangay Sankanan for the implementation of plans and projects of the barangay amounting to 900,000 pesos. Mayor Rogelio Inquino endorsed to the Sangguniang Bayan of Manolo Fortich the attached resolution and memorandum agreement between the municipal government of Manolo Fortich and barangay government of Sankanan for the transfer of 900,000 pesos as Barangay 8 for calendar year 2025. The Barangay Council of Sankanan through resolution number 03-1AAA, AAA, resolution number 03-1BBB, series of 2025, requested the municipal mayor to allocate and release the said amount and authorize Honorable Dennis G. Salvo, Punong Barangay, to enter into and sign an agreement with the municipal government of Manolo Fortich. The fund will be utilized for the following barangay programs and activities: support to daycare center maintenance and operating expenses amounting to 40,000, installation of lights and wiring on barangay facilities amounting to 50,000, purchase of computer and laptop sets 220,000, land banking 300,000, barangay official and volunteers capability building 120,000, maintenance and lubricants for barangay vehicles 100,000, purchase of tables, office chairs for barangay facilities, bed for BCPC and collapsible PTV stretcher bed amounting to 70,000. So the total, Mr. Presiding Officer, is 900,000. The MOA defines the obligations on both our parties. So the municipal government as fund source and the barangay government as the implementer and accountability entity, subject to COA Circular Number 2020-12-001 on liquidation and fund utilization procedure. So, Mr. Presiding Officer, I move that the Sangguniang Bayan of Manolo Fortich approve and authorize the Honorable Municipal Mayor Rogelio Inquino to enter into and sign the memorandum of agreement between the municipal government of Manolo Fortich and the barangay government of Sankanan for the transfer of funds amounting to 900,000 pesos intended for various programs and activities for calendar year 2025 pursuant to Barangay Resolution numbers 03-1AAA and 03-1BB, series of 2025. I so move, Mr. Presiding Officer.
So there's a motion for the approval of the request of the municipal mayor to enter into a memorandum of agreement with Barangay Sangkanan for the implementation of plans and programs amounting to 900,000 pesos. Any second? Any comments? There being none, the motion is approved. Thank you, Honorable Cordovez.
For transferred item 1G, 1H, 1I, I'll be sponsoring the said transferred items.
ahead.
For item 1G, this is from the Office of the Municipal Mayor dated September 3, 2025. It is a approval of the request of realignment of fund amounting to 45,000 pesos from Management Information System Office. Their training expenses will be appropriated for their traveling expenses. Attached herein is a certification that the amount of 45,000 pesos of the said office is available for realignment. So, Mr. Presiding Officer, I move for the approval of this realignment of funds.
So there's a motion for the approval of realignment of funds amounting to 45,000 pesos from MISO, training expenses portion of appropriation as an additional appropriation for traveling expenses. Any second? Any comments? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
For transferred item 1H, this is from the Office of the Municipal Mayor dated October 7, 2025. A formal request for realignment of fund amounting to 19,000 pesos from the Municipal Health Office non-accountable forms expenses to be appropriated for their legal service and training expenses. Attached herein is a certification that the amount of 19,000 pesos is available for realignment. Mr. Chair, I move for the approval of this realignment of fund.
So there's a motion for the approval of realignment of funds amounting to 19,000 pesos from MHO, non-accountable forms expenses portion of appropriation as an additional appropriation for legal services. Any second?
I second.
Any comments? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
For transferred item 1I, this is also from the Municipal Mayor's Office, dated October 7, 2025. A request for realignment of fund amounting to 291,000 pesos from various offices portions of appropriations to be made available as an additional appropriation for various expenses of the said office and programs. Attached herein is a certification that the amount of 291 pesos is available for realignment from the Municipal Tourism Office. Their training expenses is to be appropriated for their traveling expenses, and for the Municipal Environmental and Natural Resource Office, their training expenses and other professional services is to be allocated for their food supplies expenses. And for non-office, solid waste management plan updating, their maintenance and other operating expenses for their traveling expenses, and professional services is to be appropriated for their food supplies expense. And for support to environmental volunteer, their traveling expenses and operating expense is to be appropriated for their food supplies expenses. So, Mr. Presiding Officer, I move for the approval of this realignment of fund.
So there's a motion for the approval of realignment of funds amounting to 291,000 from various offices, portion of appropriations as an additional appropriation for various expenses with said offices and programs. Any second?
Second,
I second.
Mr. Presiding
Any
Officer.
comments? There being none, the motion is approved.
For item 1J, 1K, and 1L, and 1M, I would like to request Honorable Christy Tata Liparto to sponsor this item.
The Honorable Liparto.
Good morning, fellow councilors. Good morning, Mr. Presiding Officer. For
Good
item
morning.
1J, it is a letter from the municipal mayor requesting approval of the realignment of funds amounting to 328,011 pesos and 19 centavos from Municipal Market Office, various portions of appropriations and as additional appropriations for water expenses of the said office. In the attached document, Mr. Presiding Officer, is a certification that the amount is available for the realignment. So with this, I move for its approval.
So there's a motion for the approval of realignment of funds amounting to 328,011 pesos and 19 centavos from Market Office, various portions of appropriations as an additional appropriation for water expenses. Any second?
Second, Mr. Presiding.
Any comments?
Sir.
Hearing none, the motion is approved.
For item 1K, it is also a letter from the municipal mayor requesting approval for the realignment of funds amounting to 75,739 pesos and 96 centavos from various offices, portions of appropriations as an additional appropriations for various expenses. Also in the document, Mr. Presiding Officer, is a certification signed by all the local finance committee members. So, and it is proving that it is the funds to be realigned is available. So with this, I move for its approval.
There's a motion for the approval of realignment of funds amounting to 75,739 pesos and 96 centavos from various offices, portions of appropriation as an additional appropriations for various expenses. Any second?
Second.
Any comments? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
For item 1L, it is also a letter from the mayor requesting for the approval of realignment of funds amounting to 8,400 pesos from the Internal Audit Service Office, traveling expenses portion of the appropriation as an additional appropriations for training expenses of the said office. The same also, Mr. Presiding Officer, in the attached document, there is a certification signed by all the members of the local finance committee to prove that the funds to be realigned is available. So with this, I move for its approval.
There's a motion for the approval of the realignment of funds amounting to 8,400 pesos from the ES traveling expenses portion of appropriation as an additional appropriation for training expenses. Any second?
Second.
Any comments? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
For item 1M, it is a letter signed by the acting municipal budget officer endorsing the supplemental budget number 1, 2025 of the following barangays. First is for Barangay Minsuro, amounting to 135,000 and 25 pesos and 19 centavo, and for Barangay Santiago, 377,556.10 centavo, and for Barangay Lingion, it is 2,280,559.21. In the attached document, Mr. Presiding Officer, are the certification coming from the local finance committee indicating all the details of the appropriations and the current operating expenses of each barangay. So with this, I move for its approval.
So there's a motion for the approval of the supplemental budget number 1 of Barangays Minsuro amounting to 135,025 pesos and 19 centavos. Barangay Santiago, 377,556 pesos and 10 centavos. And Barangay Lingion, 2,280,559 pesos and 21 centavos. Any second?
Second.
Any comments? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Honorable Liparto.
For transferred item 1N, may I request to sponsor this item, Cons Alex Payanga.
1N?
N. 1N.
1N.
18? Okay.
Once again, good morning. So this is item under item 1N. This is relative to the request of the Milag Cockpit Association in terms of their upcoming 3 wins. This event is scheduled to take place on October 27, 2025. So they are seeking authorization or special permit for this event, Mr. Presiding Officer. With this, the Damilag Cockpit is recognized facility located within the Barangay Damilag and has complied with the prescribed zoning and safety requirements. With this request, Mr. Presiding Officer, I move to grant this request.
So there's a motion for the approval of the request of the Damilag Cockpit Association for a special permit for a conduct of a 3 winds cockfight on October 27, 2025. Any second? Any comments? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer.
You're welcome. I think we're done.
We're done. We are now in the announcement. We have announcement, Mr. Presiding Officer. There's a flag raising ceremony and convocation program on October 20, 2025, sponsored by the MFRTA, LDRMO, and Municipal Internal Audit Service Office. And we also have a public hearing on October 21, 2025 at 9 o'clock in the morning at the Sangguniang Bayan Session Hall. And third announcement is we have a presentation of AIP for the calendar year 2026 later at 1 p.m. here in the Sangguniang Bayan Session Hall.
Setting a public hearing.
The public hearing is about the proposed ordinance establishing sanitation guidelines for passenger helmets provided by habal-habal operators in the municipality of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon, to promote public health, safety, and hygiene, authored by Honorable Elsie Verde Gonlay, co-authored by the Honorable Joy Lavisoras Cordovez, DND.
Okay. So this afternoon, the LFC will be coming over. The LFC will present the AIP, but this was already presented by Ma'am Chipay before.
Mr. Presiding Officer, can we greet a belated happy birthday kay Cons Mary Jane Gilayan?
Uy,
Last October 14.
aman siya.
Aman siya. Sige, kantahan sa nato.
Unya na lang, kung naano siya.
Kung
I-dance ba nato siya?
Mr. Chair,
nag-CR.
The Honorable Alvarez.
I've been kaning receiving inquiries kaning unsa na daw resulta sa atong investigation sa mga DPWH projects. So we are also interested, Mr. Chair, tabang tag duot ani nila kayo para madali ni atong mga
Actually, we're not investigating.
forwarding.
We're just forwarding our concerns.
Okay. So can we just be furnished with copy of their memorandum, item 20 and 21,
Okay.
para
I think it's
mahibaw-
already it's in the
it's there.
Minutes.
it's in our order. of
So
business.
pindot lang in that link.
Kindly check daw. Okay,
Yes,
wala.
pindot. Yes, we will do that, Mr. Chair, pag may time ato ni pindoton. Na-attach
Na ba?
mo? Okay. Thank
Okay.
you, Mr. Chair. Please disregard my comment.
Ano na?
Nanang celebrant. Belated happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday.
Happy
birthday to
speech. So happy birthday to the Honorable Mayor Jane Gilayan.
Speech and message of the birthday celebrant.
She is now 32 years old.
32 years old.
Happy daw 31 pa.
She is now active.
Still active.
Still active.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
We
I
are
would like
now
to
in
congratulate the local government unit for being one of the awardee of the Subay Bayani. Subay Bayani of the LG. It is the
Yay.
Infrastructure Governance Awards. In Bukidnon, we are only 4. One is Valencia City, the LGU Manolo Fortich, Sumilao, and Libuna.
Yay! Congratulations, Manolo Fortich.
Also, Mr. Presiding Officer, napoy award ang atong Municipal Health Office.
Oo.
Yes. From Northern Mindanao, ang atong Butika ng Bayan, second place. Wapo kaayo ang
Butika ng bayan kani.
Kana.
Ah,
oo.
okay.
Pero, no.
Blue
I-discuss
out.
na to. And then, ang atong mga BHW, sus, sila gid ang number 1.
Beautiful health workers,
And
number 1.
also, napay
Number
sa-
1 in the region? In the
Ang
country?
Northern Mindanao.
Northern Mindanao?
And Barangay Damilag sa Sandugo Award, meaning bloodletting activities.
Okay.
And also our municipality, naputi award sa Sandugo. So, i-present na namo, kung makuha na namo tanan.
Congratulations.
For the BNB, murag nato sila cash prize nga 200,000, ang BHW 300,000. Ang Sandugo, I'm not sure kung nabato sila cash award, Mr. Presiding Officer. 500,000.
1 billion, nakartasan.
So any more? On Monday, ano sa itong committee hearing? CIP. Hatong tuwakon CIP. And then, sa pa? Dahil katong mga ginagmay lang. Katong bitong 8 to barangay. Masig ma-appeal to. Ay katong infrastructure ordinance.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I would like to just to follow up the request of IP representative of Barangay Lunukan, Dato Rosales, katong sa between sa Gama Farm.
Sige,
Nato
atong
sila request
atong
kay
follow
medyo
up.
na problema dito.
Okay. Any more concerns? Did you want to invite someone on Monday? Para mo as a resource person, dili as information number. Wala na siguro.
I would like
on
to
Monday we will invite the Mandupao Indigenous Peoples Community.
And of course, I would like to also invite the NCIP para nga murag makuan po
On
siya.
Monday.
Yeah, on Monday.
In CIP region, province. Sige lang, ignan lang sila.
Province kay pero kasagara ang ilang invite ay ilang i-represent din hero mangyapon nga kuan. NCIP.
The budget hearing was already endorsed to us, no? Our budget for 2026, annual budget for 2026. Kung ano niyo pwede, kung ano na to schedule kung asa ang inyong preferred. Karong hapon is ang AIP for scrutinize na tong AIP, and then we will, if ever walay changes or minor lang changes or dili na kinahanglan og more time, we will tackle that on Thursday. And then we also need to review the budget for na may pwede mga sa 1 week ang gap, pwede na ito ma-approve. So hopefully if we can do that by early or by November, pwede na din maka-EPA, early procurement activities for 2026.
Mr. Presiding Officer, for the budget hearing, sa akong committee nga concern, pwede ba na ako ma-invite ang head of that particular office kay kung maka-present regarding. Pwede
Na,
man invite?
naman dia ang atong annual budget naka-attach
Yes, oo.
naman. So i-review ninyo, i-check kung unsay inyong concerns, then we can invite. Oh.
Okay. So, noted.
Pero kanus agani.
When?
Monday na lang. Can we, Monday ba, dili ba? After the approval of the AIP, Mr. Chair, gamay na may diferensya sa AIP and budget. Pwede na the following Monday after the approval of the AIP.
Kung kumande magud kay naapoy laing mga committees ba.
Okay,
basig
okay.
pwede ma-special day lang ni si annual budget kay
Okay.
i-scrutinize man ni nato. Basig malangan ta ni basig one day gid ni siya or half day ba kaha. So can we schedule it on a special day, dili siya sa Monday?
Pwede Martes.
Wednesday.
Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
21?
Wednesday kiting inspection mo na. Pero wala may inspection ba?
We
21. 22.
Ang 21 is Tuesday. 22.
Wednesday.
Wednesday asa man? Diya sa second floor or sa third floor or sa gawas or sa Pindi na. Basta Wednesday. So Wednesday morning, whole day.
Morning. No, budget.
Whole morning?
Morning.
Morning lang? Morning up till lunchtime siguro, ana. Sige. So kung namay sobra gamay mga after lunch mga mamantag mga unas dos. Okay? Okay. So Wednesday Final. Wednesday, tanaw sa inyo mga calendars kay basig mingog ay naaday akong kuan ana. Tanawa sa. That's October 22 Wednesday. And Wednesday is a Miraculous.
Kanapod nga time, Mr. Chair, kay nakoy lakaw.
Sa Wednesday?
Tourism nga kuan sa Tibuli, Cotabato.
Apil si Consulina?
Dili.
Dili?
Sa tourism department, tinuan, Mr. Presiding Officer.
October 22. Wednesday. What time?
Wednesday.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I'm not available in
On Wednesday?
October 22, 21, 22, 23 because that is the schedule of IPMAN celebration at Valencia and Malay-Balay.
Why not 21 sa hapon? Public hearing sa buntag and then AIP, annual budget sa hapon. 21 sa hapon, Tuesday. Kinsa? 22 man sa sugod. 22?
21.
21?
Kaya nga sa 23.
Mr. Presiding Officer, di po ko pwede sa 21 kay 2-day program design workshop for teen centers, community, and school-based sa Bukidnon, gyapon ko ana. Malay-balay.
Mag-review ninyo, send ninyo inyong concerns.
Sige,
Okay ra?
wala problema.
Okay ra, Honorable Disney Princess? So, asa 22? 22 gyud?
22, 9 a.m., 8 a.m.
Or 21 para dili kalas og ilisan?
Actually, Mr. Presiding Officer, I was received information coming from planning that my budget for the year 2026 is already been included.
Pero tanawa sa kay basing sobra ra kay ba tungkulangan.
Ayaw na kay okay na kasulad.
Sa 22 final 22, okay na ka Honorable Payanga, imo na lang i-comment o mag-review niya i-comment.
Okay na.
Ay, taas na kaayo.
Ang 24 magud kay lampas na sa session.
Okay na.
Kay if ever wala tay comment sa 22, we can tackle it actually sa 23 sa session during the session. Kara?
22, final na.
22 final, 22 morning. Ang venue to be announced. So okay. That's
Pero Boracay mo, murag mo absent ko, ana.
9 a.m. Wednesday,
9
October,
a.m.?
October 22.
Ibutang sa inyong kalendar dan, ha?
Sige.
Ay, salamat. Okay na niya, mas.
Approve na. Okay. No problem to ako.
Okay.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I move to adjourn the regular session.
So there's a motion for the adjournment of today's regular session, the 16th regular session. Any second?
I second.
Any comments, objections? There being none, the motion is approved. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. Presiding Officer, ko ang